It's Gen Z life after graduation.
University taking grad pics to celebrate the end of their college journey. And that was me just last year. I was doing the same thing. Taking grad photos, posting with my gown. I was just like y'all.
Shut up, Unc.
A year ago, I was getting grad photos. This year, I'm helping take grad photos. Good series of a show that you really liked. For some people, that feeling goes away just after the first few weeks. But the majority of people have the end of their college journey. And that was me.
I was trying to see what the video was talking about. I thought he was just
taking grad photos, posting with my gown. I was just like y'all.
Shut up, Unc.
A year ago, I was getting grad photos. This year, I'm helping take grad photos. I'm an Unc. Got it. I'm not going to tell you that college is the peak life because everyone has different experiences and there are plenty of good and bad things to say about university.
College was a movie, bro. Every year college was something new. I'm going to be honest. Every year.
But a lot of people do come out missing it. Maybe it felt like nothing during the first 3 years because graduation felt so far away, but when it's your last semester, it really hits because time zooms by so fast and you can literally count the days before you graduate. Once the semester starts, all of a sudden it's spring break in March, then it's April, then May, then you're walking the stage getting handed your diploma. And then the summer break after that isn't even a summer break anymore, it's just unemployment. I remember how happy I was walking that stage. My school low-key scammed me by
what college lets you just stay up on the stage, gang?
charging $100 to rent a gown that I couldn't even keep. But not gonna lie, the ceremony we had was very grand at a beautiful stadium. They made the students feel appreciated. You can sense everyone's happy energy during the send-off. And it was nice how everybody got some screen time on that big TV. But that's the final thing. After you walk the stage and get handed your diploma, college is officially over. Which is a great accomplishment, but is also kind of sad. The drive home I had after graduation was pretty depressing. I wasn't crying or anything, but it's a weird feeling to know that something you had in your life is done now. It's kind of like finishing a very good series of a show that you really liked. For some people, that feeling goes away just after the first few weeks, but the majority of people have what's called post-graduation depression.
Hello.
Do you want to play with me?
Sure. You want me to help you with your groceries?
This is the phase of sadness most people get after college because everything in their life slowly falls apart. And at first it doesn't make sense because the whole point of college was to get an education and move on from it. And we, yes we, were literally complaining about homework and studying for finals and stressing out over finals and studying past 3 a.m. Part of you was wishing college was over so you don't have to deal with that anymore. But now that you are out of there, you miss it? It sounds confusing on the
I wouldn't say miss it, but like I have more freedom now, but it's like you're in a, and I don't even want to call it dystopian. You're in a bubble with all your friends that you could possibly imagine. You're in close range and close proximity with all of them. And you could literally call, yo, what we doing tonight? Yo, where we eating tonight? You know what I'm saying? You kind of lose that once you go your separate ways. Y'all all start, your schedules start to diverge. And it's more of like the friend aspect of it, I think, that I miss the most. I don't really care about any, like all that other stuff. It's like the schoolwork, all that. I'm like, but I don't know.
Surface, but if you take a deeper look into it, the college environment actually provides 3 fundamentals that keep people sane. Without those 3, everything collapses. The first one is structure. College had a routine for students. You have a set schedule for your classes, you planned your week between school, work, and other social activities, and there was a set timeline being each semester. You still have the freedom to do what you want with your time and schedule, but university gives you a base layout. The second one is purpose.
This is very true.
The classes you take have a purpose to pass to give you college credit as a student, and those credits are a natural progression towards getting.
And that's what I noticed about a lot of things in life. A lot of things end up getting gamified into making you feel, and I think that I don't know what the cause of that is. I think that's how humans just work. Humans love a gamified sort of scenario. Like they feel like, okay, if I'm putting in this work, I'm gonna get an output after. And that's, if you think about it, that's how a lot of things are. The more that I put in, I'll finally reach an output. But then when you reach the output, is that really what you wanted at the end of the day? You really got to think, is that really what I just spent all this time trying to get? Is that really? But that's kind of how games are. It's like, okay, I'm beating this guy. I'm playing this game every day. I'm beating this game. Okay, I'm number 1 in the world. And then what? No one cares. Kind of how college is.
A degree. And lastly, but most importantly, college has a community. The place was packed with everyone being young adults who are experiencing the same campus environment. Whenever you go to an event or club, there's people that share the same interests or the same major. There's socialization and people to talk to on an everyday basis. So yeah, you might hate finals, but the aspect of a final exam is built off a structured schedule, had a purpose to pass your class, and everyone during final season is stressed and filling up the library seats just like you, which fills the last criteria of community. And those big three completely erase once you graduate. You drift apart from your friends, everyone is doing their own thing, and you're left alone to fill an empty void that college provided before. And trust me, I know how this feels. I dealt with it for over a year now. It's gonna be a long process, but I realized the worst thing you can do during this phase is to value yourself based on what you accomplish. I mean, you could casually go on your daily Instagram scroll session and get spammed with a bunch of influencers flexing how they're younger than you, more successful than you, more better than you. Meanwhile, you just moved back in with your parents. The sense of feeling like a failure gets strong because there's less leeway being an alumni. Back then, if you're at a family reunion and someone asks what you're doing, you can easily say,
"Oh yeah, I'm in college studying right now."
And you're let off the hook, right? But after you graduate and you get asked the same question of what you're doing now, don't ask me that question.
When you graduate?
I just graduated this fall.
Same with me.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, but that's more of like an internal thing. Like, somebody's always gonna judge you no matter. You can say I'm trying to be a doctor. Somebody's gonna judge you regardless. A lot of humans love to judge because they're projecting things that they don't like about themselves. Like, you could literally say I'm trying to become a doctor. They're gonna be like, good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? Not that they don't believe in you, but they're gonna judge you regardless of what you say. You could literally say, I'm in the running to be the next president of the United States. They'd be like, no, you're not. You know what I mean? And it's like, at some point, you just gotta be okay with. Like, internally, you got to be okay with, it doesn't matter what somebody else thinks.
What you doing?
I've been looking.
I don't know where this expectation of being super fucking successful after college came from, but the reality looks way more dull than you think. Most of these people are still spamming job applications online or trying to find a new hobby to do on their free time, and it's probably gonna be pickleball or run club. But this is the time where you find a way to rebuild.
The pickleball run club epidemic is insane.
That structure and purpose outside of university. So the first few months or even the first few years is nowhere enough time to determine whether you're successful or not. Gen Z is the type to fall into this trap of wanting to have everything accomplished at a young age. But when you rush it and set a time limit on yourself, you're gonna get very sad when that time comes and you're not where you want to be. Life is more a marathon than a sprint, and you need to have a mix of patience and discipline. I mean, this past year, I haven't really accomplished much. I've slowly grown this channel. I had to come back in the gym, but I'm inconsistent, and I'm working at the same place. The only goal I hit was actually my financial goal because I was working since I was 16 and I've been investing since I was 18. But other than that, I'm the literal definition of the guy who peaked in college. Back then, I was in a relationship, more extroverted, looked better, had a better physique. Now I'm chopped, lazy, lonely. Fuck! I visit my friends in college during my free time. This is some super senior peaked in college activities. But I am okay with that for now. Progression isn't...
At what age is it okay? At what age does it stop being okay to keep going back to your college after you graduate? Like, even with high school, even since I went to college, I have yet to go back to my high school that I went to. I've never gone back since I graduated from high school. I'm gonna be honest. Not even when I was a freshman. I might not ever step foot on my high school campus ever again. And it's not any diss on the school that I went to. It's just that, like, there's just certain places that you just, you know what I'm saying? I might go back to my college every once in a while for a game, but that at a certain point, that's gonna wean off too. It's like, at what point do you stop going to those games too? You know what I'm saying?
Linear, and if you're a fresh grad being like 22 or 23 years old, it's too early to say that it's too late.
Whatever you do, stay 22. Do not turn 23. Don't do it. That's when it ends. It all ends at 23.
Arguably, the hardest part about post-graduation is finding your community. You are no longer in an environment with peers that you can talk to on a daily basis. Your friends don't share the same schedule anymore. You'll drift from most people in college and barely keep a handful of friends. Maybe like 5 or less. This doesn't mean that those friends are fake or anything, it just means that you guys were friends by proximity. It's those friends where if you see each other, you would say hi, but probably wouldn't go out of your way to interact with this person. But for those few friends that you still have in your life, it's very important that you make an effort to stay in each other's lives. Friendships used to be simple, but now you gotta inconvenience yourself for your friends. People have a bunch of excuses not to hang out, but if they're really your friend, you will make time for them. Recently, one of my friends asked me to take graduation photos for them, and technically, I don't get anything out of it other than more work. I have to go borrow a camera from another friend, spend a day taking pictures for them, spend a few more hours to organize and edit the pictures, but I still did it anyway.
Check out the vision. I got
The stove here, I got her laying down there, and we're gonna have her holding the flowers. Oh my god. Was that good?
You got it, but that's not bad.
It wasn't something I thought of like, oh yeah, there's more work to do. I saw it as like, this is a fun weekend.
And to summarize what he's saying, go find something to do. Don't just sit at home. Don't just sit in the crib by yourself, because that leads to depression and loneliness. Go meet new people. I know the run club pickleball epidemic is a thing. It's probably one of the best ways to make friends out of college. And as like younger crowds, going to bars and stuff like that, you might meet some people that might not be what you're looking for, you feel me? But try to do things that make you happy. Find something that makes you happy.
With friends that has a purpose. Also, that's my homeboy, bruh. If you want grad photos, of course I got you. They both better post it though, because I'm not trying to spend hours of my hard work taking pictures just for it to stay in your camera roll, bruh. But this isn't like a one-sided thing. My friend also lets us stay over at his place, and he also clears out his weekend for us too. Friendships nowadays look like that. You're not gonna conveniently have the time to hang out like before, and you'll have to make time for those you care about. It's been a full year since I made my reflection about life after graduating college, and I know in my old video I was talking about exploration and trying new things out. I was vague since I was confused on how I should navigate my life, which I still am, but I have a better idea on what I want to do with my career. Sometime during my early 20s, I need to commit to doing content full time. Not treat it as a side thing, not treat it as part-time, but try it full time.
Yes.
Because I realize what I'm doing now with work or YouTube and other stuff, I got a bit too comfortable on where I'm at. And if I stay on track with what I'm doing, I know where I'm gonna be a year from now. And that's not necessarily bad, but it's not gonna make me happy either. I'm in a zone where I feel like I'm doing enough to not feel like shit, but not enough to feel like I'm the shit. This has nothing to do with the job though. I think my job is great, but I just don't want to turn 30 or 40 and look back and regret it like, damn, motherfucker didn't even try, bruh. I'm at a point where I could take the risk. I don't have crazy expenses. I live with my parents and I have a couple dollars saved up. So sometime in the future, I want to do content full time temporarily. Obviously, I don't want to do content full time forever because YouTube is unstable, but I want to work on it for a good 6 to 12 months to build it up and feel confident that I tried. Then go back to like a regular career. Ideally,
but it's not even that he has to do it on the side. He can record a video every single night, and that's still being full time. Like, I hate when people say, oh, I want to. He doesn't have to quit his job to do content full time. He could film for 4 to 5 videos every night. Change the hoodie. Somebody will think it's the next day. I promise you.
I want to do YouTube part-time and work a job part-time. But right now it's more like working a job full-time and doing YouTube as a side thing. And to make YouTube sustainable to become part-time, I have to temporarily work on it full-time to establish a better foundation. I hope that makes sense, but that's what I want as a personal goal. Everyone has it different, like I said. So like and subscribe if you guys want to help me out. Thank you guys.
I like his videos, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
We'll see you in the next one.
I'm subscribing to bro. I like bro.